What is up, everyone? JC here to give you guys my thoughts on Microsoft's E3 2013 conference. Now, I'm going to start right off the bat. It was not a bad conference. But, it was extremely lackluster. I was expecting something worse, but they actually pulled off some good stuff. They showed some exclusives, They didn't show all the exclusives they talked about. If memory corrects me, I remember them mentioning that they had 15 exclusives that were going to launch in the first year. And I think we only saw 3, 4 exclusives, probably. But the conference, it was pretty lackluster. I mean, they started off with Metal Gear Solid 5, which I'm pretty sure is not an exclusive. It looked really good, I'm not that deep into Metal Gear, but it was still looked pretty good. They also announced Halo Assault. Now this was later into the conference, but I knew they were gonna announce Halo. I was sitting there like this. I was like, okay, when they gonna announce Halo? And lo and behold, they did. Halo Assault, man. They can't. I don't think Microsoft's gone a single E3 without mentioning Halo in one way or another. They have not gone a single E3 without mentioning Halo. And there were a few games that looked interesting to me. Rise looked pretty okay, but for the most part, it just looked like quick time event bullshit most of the time. There's this one game, Crimson Dragon, that looked pretty interesting. It's this game where you could control dragons and flying dragons and shit. But the problem is there was no sound during the trailer. In fact, there was a lot of technical difficulties in this conference, man. No, there was a good 3 minutes when they were supposed to show Battlefield 4 footage. The shit wouldn't play, man. There were people in the fucking audience heckling them what the fuck was going on, Microsoft? That was an epic fail. Really epic fail right there. So yeah, like I said, Rise looked interesting. Crimson Dragon looked pretty interesting to me. And before I forget, Killer Instinct. That was probably the best news in the entire conference. Killer Instinct. And I for a moment there, I was thinking maybe it wouldn't be so bad to buy an Xbox One, just for Killer Instinct. But that's all the other games, They had Dead Rising 3, which didn't really look amazing. It looked okay. I think they downgraded Dead Rising to generic zombie type fighting now, because it doesn't seem to have that quirkiness anymore. But that's not exclusive. At least I don't think it's exclusive. I'm pretty sure it's not exclusive. They also showed something called Sunset Overdrive, which I think is being developed by Insomniac Games. It's being developed by Insomniac Games, and it looked okay. It wasn't really. They didn't show any gameplay. It was just mostly a teaser trailer, but it looked alright. It didn't look really interesting. Then they showed Forza. And they brought out a real car. We brought out a car, guys. And don't get me started on Project Spark. Rockman turns into Rock Mech. No. I don't want to see that shit. No. But for the most part, the conference, like I said, was lackluster, but it had some good, little sprinkles of good games like, Killer Instinct. Rise was okay. Timefall it looked okay. The part where you could drive around in the mech looked pretty interesting. It looked like a nice way to spice up the game, but it still looked like the same generic first-person shooter bullshit. That does not interest me right now. That does not really interest me. So I think they only showed 3 or 4 exclusives in the entire conference, but it wasn't a bad conference, but it was very lackluster. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to bomb in that. I thought they were going to bomb really hard in that shit, but they didn't mention any of the concerns people have with the DRM, the used game bullshit. They didn't address any of that, and I think maybe people want them to address that, but I had a feeling that they weren't going to, because that was something that they wanted to focus mostly on the games at that time. And they also announced the price. Now, the price did not surprise me. The price, they said $4.99 $500 for the US. $500 for an overglorified cable box. $500. No, 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 no. There were only like 3 games that interested me in the entire conference. And I'm not paying $500 for 3 games. No. No, no, no. Like, it's so easy for Sony to win this gen right now. All they have to do is drop the price to at least $450 to $400 and they win this generation. They win. If the price is lower than Microsoft's price, they're gonna win. They're gonna win right now because $500 for a glorified cable box, no, nah. But the conference, I have to give it at least a 6 or 7 out of 10. It wasn't terrible, but it was, like I said, lackluster, mediocre. Same first-person shooters. So many first-person shooter games. I mean, god damn, mix it up a bit. But they didn't fail as hard as I thought they were gonna do. But Microsoft, $500 really. $500 fucking dollars. Nah. Sony, this is all you. Sony, Nintendo, this is Sony and Nintendo's time to take advantage of this, because $500? Nah. I'm gonna wait till a price drop. Shit. But overall, in an okay/lackluster conference. So this has been JC. Keep on keeping on. I'll be back with my Sony conference review. I'm not gonna do EA or Ubisoft because I really don't care much about EA, and Ubisoft is maybe if they show Watch Dogs, maybe if they show more Watch Dogs, maybe. But yeah, keep on keeping on. Catch you guys again next time. Peace.